Do you know why is it that the state of Florida is the only state where the red wave happened? I'll tell you why. According to my experience, it is my opinion that this all started 63 years ago when in 1959 the Batista dictatorship's minions, war criminals, corrupt politicians, torturers, fled the country and came to Miami. Welcomed here by Eisenhower, who was their protector and president of the United States at that time. When they arrived here, they lied to Mr. Eisenhower, telling them that the rebels that had overthrown them were all communists, and it was a Russian communist conspiracy. What had transpired in Cuba. Eisenhower believed them, set up camps, and started to prepare the invasion of Cuba. In 1960, Nixon was not elected president. To the surprise of everyone, Kennedy was elected president. And Kennedy was not ready to have the invasion of Cuba happen in his watch. So Eisenhower, faced with the choices of bringing back the Cubans from the camp and having them declare before the UN about this illegal criminal conspiracy of the United States government against the island of Cuba, or having them killed by the Cubans, sending them without the help that he and Nixon had promised in order to overcome the rebels. He decided to send them to their death. All were not killed. Most of them were taken prisoner. And soon after, they were returned to the United States in exchange for some tractors and stuff that the Cuban government needed. They came back. And they continue to have this illegal criminal conspiracy with the top level of the Republican Party. The Cubans started to receive millions of dollars. It's been over 63 years where they have been receiving these millions of dollars to continue the effort to overthrow the communist government in Cuba, because after the invasion, they did become communist. Not only they became communist, they turned America into communism. That's how popular they got, thanks to this treacherous invasion failure. So Cubans and the Republican Party continue to conspire with each other illegally dishonestly with the excuse of overthrowing the dictatorship in Cuba. And they decided, the Cubans, that the tactic and the strategy best suited to overthrow the communist government was to isolate them. The blockade, that was a strategy. Send them nothing, don't allow nothing to get through. While they used the money that it was being given to them to start escalating political positions from Miami up into the state and eventually to the federal government, always conspiring with the Republicans as to how we'll deal in the national federal political scene and the international effort to combat communism. You see the Cubans everywhere. After the assassinations, they were there. And Watergate, they were there. Angola, they were there. Nicaragua, they were there. All with the beneplácit and consent of the American government, whoever was in government, because they were Republicans, but the effort to overthrow the communist menace worldwide now was credible by all government. Well, they accepted the principles since they were now all American citizens and one of their own. They accepted the fact that they may have some good in what they were trying to do in order to overthrow the communist menace. But it didn't happen. What happened was that they made a symbiotic connection with the Republicans, and it rubbed off the Cuban third world, dishonest politics, the worst of the worst that we had suffered in Cuba before the communists, into the politics of the Republican Party. Eventually waking up the Trump movement, who is a natural for all this type of trick politics, and awaken the dormant white supremacy culture in the United States, and created this problem when he was elected for 4 years, and when he was defeated in the election of 2020, saying that it was a trick and they had stolen the same thing that we do in our countries. And they continue along those lines. They're doing it now. And here they are. Florida is the third world capital of the United States of America. Think about it. Don't let them get away with it. Bye.